to a Cuban competition in Ermelo. So let's go! Before my first round of clock, I was just practicing and it was going pretty well. And my goal was to not get a DNF because I just didn't want to get a DNF again. So this is the first solve of the average, and the cutoff time was 20 seconds. And I knew I was going to get it because I have a pretty good average. And I was messing up in this solve. I was doing things wrong and all. And I think it was like a DNF because it just was going not that good. And it was a pretty long solve as well, so yeah, it was a DNF. As you can see there, it's a DNF solve, so it was a 20 DNF. So this was the second solve of the average, and I needed to get at least a sub 20 second solve, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to finish the rest of my solves. And I just didn't want to get a DNF, because then I would get nothing, just 2 DNFs. That would be a big problem. And this was a pretty good solve, I think. Yeah, I was pretty happy, and I was pretty scared it was going to be a DNF, but it wasn't. So I was pretty happy about that. Yeah, it was 13. I was pretty happy about that. So that was the second solve. So now we're going into the third solve. I was really excited for this solve because I maybe could get a real good solve right here. It was going pretty okay. Like, it could go better, it could go worse. Like, it was a pretty okay solve, I think. And yeah. It took some time, but yeah, okay, so it worked. I didn't got a DNF and I was really happy with that. I got a 16. So now we're going into the fourth solve of today of my round of clock, and I was pretty scared. Like, I really wanted to get a real good time for this. So yeah, I was pretty focused on that. I inspected a bit. This was a really good solve, I think. I was really happy with this. And yeah, it really worked out very well and I was happy. So I got a, let's see, I didn't get a DNF, so that was good. I got a 12.5. So this is my last clock solve I had. If I had a DNF right here, I would not get an average and I would have a DNF average. So I really want to do good. And yeah, I was just expecting, it was a real short, it was not a long inspection for me, but normally I don't inspect that long. So yeah, I was just solving. This was actually a pretty good solve as well. So my average came down to a pretty nice average. So yeah, and then was my last solve. It wasn't a DNF, so I was pretty happy with that, and it wasn't 15. Now we're going on to the first solve of 3x3, and this is like the main event everyone's coming for, so I was really excited. It was a pretty okay solve, pretty fast cross. I bit sped up because otherwise it would take some time. But it was pretty okay solve. Good OLL into an okay PLL. Like, I don't know every PLL or OLL, so yeah. It was okay solve, and it was a 17.4. Now we are going into the second solve of the average. So let's see if we can get something better than 17. So it was a pretty okay cross. I didn't inspect it all, but that's just me. Okay, F12. Let's see what kind of OLL we got. Good OLL, like a reverse soon, and a good PLL, like I know that one. I was pretty happy with this one, 16. So, and now the third solve of the average. So I was pretty excited for the third solve because, like, it could get a really good average if I just didn't mess up this one. Just see. And for everyone watching right now, this is part 1 of the 2 parts of my videos I'm gonna make, because otherwise it's gonna take way too long for So this is part 1 of the competition. Okay, so let's begin. We can see a pretty easy cross with a good F2L. I'm not the fastest guy, so yeah. So we see a really good O-level again and a bad PLL for me. We got it. Let's see what we got. A 17. Now the third solve of the average. So let's see how it goes this time. Like you can see like a 17 average. So if I got a really good solve right now, it would be 17. And hoping, and I saw you can see a good cross, a lot of white pieces. I'm not color neutral, so yeah. And the last one, not a good OL, like it could be better, and then a really bad PLL. But like it wasn't that good, but I inspected a lot, so it's another 17. Fourth solve. Let's go into the fourth solve today. Sometimes the camera angles I do are not the best, so sorry for that. Last solve of the average today, and maybe I could go into the second round of 3x3. So yes, let's see. Okay, a good cross. I was pretty fast, and now I didn't film that well, so you can't really see what I did here. So I have to just wait a bit. I knew it was a pretty good F2L, but I just didn't film it that good. So yeah, it was a pretty fast solve. I think it was a 18. Like it could be better. So we just had the round of 3x3, and it went pretty well, I guess. Like I had a 17 average, and my best was like a 16 right now. So I'm pretty happy with my average. I'm going to the second round. I know that. And like you can see the solves right now. I'm pretty okay with it. It was just, it could be better. I would like better in the second round. But the next round is skew. Did not practice cube at all. I'm not good at it, so don't judge me for my bad solve. So let's go. I also filmed this outside because I don't want to talk about this in public, so I just go outside every time if I want to say this kind of thing. So let's go. So we're now going into the first round of cube. Like I don't practice cube that much, so I wasn't that like I didn't really care what I got. It was just okay for whatever I got. So yeah. So let's see. I got a pretty good solve. Like I'm not that fast and my techniques are bad. I just know one algorithm. And I was pretty happy because it was 13. That's pretty fast for me. It's now the second round of skew. So I was already happy because I started with a 13, and that's for me really personally good. I know people average 3 seconds, but for me it's 13 just good. So yeah, I was pretty excited, and it was a pretty fast solve of me. Like you can see, it was a pretty good algorithm, a couple of algorithms. And then I had a really bad case for the last step, and you can see me if you looked very closely, 14. But if you look very closely on the solve before, I like almost touched it when I stopped it, so I don't know if that's correct, but okay. Third solve, so let's see. It was a pretty good solve. Like you can see that the most of the white things were already in place, so but I went for yellow. I don't know what I saw on yellow, even though I'm not color neutral on any of the cubes. I just thought I can do it on yellow too, and it was a pretty fast solve again. It was a 18. It was not that good. Like I got a 13 and a 14, but 18, it's okay. Like everything below 20, I'm happy with. So let's see how the fourth solve went. So you can see it was okay solve. I think it wasn't the best, but like it was a really good solve. I don't know. Like I'm looking at the solves as well. Oh, it was a pretty fast solve. Now I'm looking at it. It also it looked like I was touching the cube when I stopped it. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it back, but the fifth and last solve. So this was my second event, so I wasn't expecting that much. Like, it was going pretty good, so if I just got a good solve, I would be happy. Like, everything below 25, I'm happy with. So it was a pretty okay solve. Yeah, like, it was worse than the others. It could be better, but like, I can't be mad. Like, I got 13 and 14, another 13. You can see me again touch the cube. That was really, I was touching the cube when I stopped there. 22, average 15. I just had my round of cube. It went for me pretty well. I had like a 15 average or something. I didn't break my PR, what I really wanted, and I thought I would. After this round, I right now have one-handed. The cutoff time is 45 seconds, and I'm not really fast, and I'm not fast at all at one-handed. So I hope I can get a cutoff time. I have two tries. I hope I will get it. I am not sure though. But yeah, that's just the goal. And later I have a second round of 3x3, so I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, let's go back into the venue. Yeah, I don't like to film other people are here. So now I went to the first round of the cutoff time. You need to get 45 seconds with one-handed. I didn't practice for the one-handed that much. I'm not really good at it too, so I wasn't expecting that I get it. I just sped it up a lot because otherwise it would take a long time, and I didn't think I would get it. And there's a part 2 of this. I'm gonna make it later, because otherwise the video will be like half an hour long, and that's way too long. So see you in part 2, where I got a couple of other events, and later you're gonna get footage of another of the nationals I went to. And sorry guys that it took so long for videos, so I was just a bit lazy of making videos, so it took a really long time. Second solve I didn't get a cutoff at first, like a 55th I didn't get the cutoff. It was a good solve for me. It was the first time doing one-handed, so like this was a pretty bad solve, and I'm just not used to doing one-handed, so okay. And I got a 1 minute. So guys, this is the end of the part 1. See you in part 2, where I solve the rest of this cube in Ermelo. Goodbye.